No beta, we die like Jesus!
Why are you so passionate about sexual integrity? And I have to be honest with him. I tell him, it's because I have AIDS. Visual AIDS, and I want to show those to you right now.
I can't believe she made that joke. Hey Jasper, is that a silly little guy mug from emma-thorne.com, the brand new merch? Wow, that looks like a superior drinking vessel for sure. And it's available in 2 sizes? Wow, I bet you'd love an accompanying silly little guy hat. Wow, that looks sharp. Of course, the look wouldn't be complete without a silly little guy t-shirt to finish the whole thing off. Wow, looks like you're really enjoying that, Jasper. What's that, Jasper? There's even more silly little guy merch available at emma-thorne.com. Oh, he's leaving. Jasper's gone. T-shirts, hoodies, different colours, a little patch you can wear. How cool is that? Check out the whole line at emma-thorne.com. Look for the link in the description. Patrons get a special limited time discount whenever new merch is released. Thank you. Enjoy. Hello lovely people, my name is Emma. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I don't normally sound like this. Oh, I'm hoping this is hay fever. I think it's hay fever. I saw at least one person say that they liked the flower crown thing, so blame them, not me. I am feeling very here. Like everything inside my head is just sort of right here at the front today. So I thought I'd cheer myself up with the horrors of sex. This is another retro throwback thanks to Everything is Terrible, the website that I found the Pokemon Preacher on. I know you're not supposed to have caffeine when you're coldy, but I gotta live. I can't put my whole life on hold. The show must go on. The horrors of sex. I don't know anything about this. I believe this is some kind of Christian TV segment, TV channel, and it's clearly about the horrors of sex. I assume the intention is to scare young people away from having sex, because abstinence, as we all know, is a very effective method of birth control. There's been no consequences or side effects of abstinence education. Again, if you're not familiar with my videos, I'm employing a technique here called sarcasm. It might be coming out weird because my voice is all fucking nasally, but that is what I'm doing. Let's just jump in. Let's just jump in and learn about the horrors, shall we?
Today's program is called Every Young Woman's Battle, and our speaker is Shannon Etheridge.
Well, people often ask me.
Whoa, okay. All right, wow, they really jump right into it. Every young woman's battle. So this is specifically for women. It usually is, right? Abstinence education and sex ed in, like, evangelical circles and stuff, it tends to be aimed at women, because if you have sex, you will get pregnant and die. Shannon Etheridge. She's an inspirational speaker, lay counselor, and best-selling author. Oh, this segment is titled after one of her books, Every Woman's Battle. She's also written another book, Every Young Woman's Battle. She lives in East Texas. Who could have predicted that? Every Woman's Marriage, The Fantasy Fallacy, The Passion Principles. She has an Instagram and everything. She's so modern. Exposing the deeper meaning behind sexual thoughts. Many are looking to sexual and emotional fantasies as avenues to fulfillment. Our fantasies are not reliable guides to the future. They are rocky roadmaps from our past. Fantasies are simply the brain's way of trying to heal itself from unresolved tragedies and traumas. What? Always? Like every fantasy? What if I have a fantasy about eating a whole mountain of ice cream? Is that from some sort of ice cream-based trauma? Shannon helps us dissect. Fuck me. It's gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a long day, not a big day. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Shannon helps us dissect several common and often disturbing topics such as a distorted fascination with pornography, which suggests that there is an acceptable level of fascination with pornography. Thanks, Shannon. The mental pursuit of multiple partners. The lure of gay and lesbian desires. Oh, God. And bondage, domination, and sadomasochism. I like that that's at the bottom of the list, underneath polygamy, pornography, and being gay. That sounds amazing. I mean, I don't want to buy it new on Amazon and give... Oh, it's out of stock anyway. I don't want to give Shannon Etheridge £10, but if I can find a second-hand copy of that somewhere, I might have to give that a try. I'm going to bookmark this because, holy shit, that's hilarious. And here's her Instagram. You deserve to be a sexually confident woman and passionate wife. That's a bit like the girl defined things, I think. God never meant for you to hate sex. Loving it is possible. Does this resonate? Oh, doesn't that just speak to the flaw in this, like, education? That maybe by associating sex with fear so heavily, some women have to be taught to enjoy it? Like, you don't think maybe you have some part in that cycle? Alright, okay, well that's Shannon. Shannon's a whole one.
People often ask me, why are you so passionate about sexual integrity that you would dedicate your entire life and your entire ministry to teaching abstinence until marriage and teaching sexual fulfillment within marriage? And I have to be honest with them. I tell them, it's because I have AIDS. Visual AIDS, and I want to show those to you right now.
Oh, fuck off. Shannon. Was that real? I don't know. For a second, she fucking had me for a second. I thought that was gonna be like a real, like, I lived outside of this abstinent experience and I got HIV. No, she's got visual AIDS. I can't believe she made that joke. Holy fuck. No, you know what to say.
Through these questions that could determine if there are certain things in your closet that might need to be cleaned out. If your blouse buttons up, is it so tight that someone sitting beside you might get a glimpse through the gaps between the buttons as you move around?
I think I have a couple of things now that are too small that might do that I probably should throw away. But I love the idea that somebody's seeing, like, a centimetre of skin through a gap in your shirt at, like, a weird angle, or like a centimetre of bra or something. Like, that is gonna destroy your abstinence.
And then if someone is standing over you or you are bending over, could they get an eyeful of cleavage?
Nope. My fucking Scooby-Doo dress is absolutely cleavage safe. I think Shannon will be proud of me.
Are any of your tops so sheer that others can see the lace on your bra?
Yes. Yeah, I have some shirts like that. It is kind of the style of some of them. Some of them I would wear an undershirt. I wouldn't go to, like, the supermarket wearing just a sheer shirt. No offense to Shannon here. This is clearly a while ago, but I don't know if she should be giving us fashion advice.
Do any of your shirts have sexually suggestive slogans, such as sexy or flirt?
I have a shirt that says Satan is my daddy. I have a sweater that says I have great tits. I have a shirt that says my mental health isn't great but my tits are. I haven't had any, like, sudden issues on account of the clothes that I wear.
And bend over to touch your toes. Are your private parts or your panties on display?
I mean, I don't think so, but Shannon wants me to check, so... kind of hard to tell from down here. I bent so hard to check if my panties were on show that a flower came off. Oh, so sad. I don't think so, but I can't actually touch my toes, so who can really say?
Strongly recommend that all people, not just young people, save until marriage is, of course, any type of body caressing. You know, a lot of women think, well, I'm not letting him touch me below the belt, so we're okay, but they don't understand that no, when a woman has her breasts fondled, that is a very sexually arousing thing. Tonsil hockey or swapping spits, you're basically playing with fire.
This might be one of those situations where somebody is maybe assuming, probably because of a lack of decent sex education, I'm just guessing, that everything they like is therefore what everybody likes. It does feel a bit redundant to say that having your breasts fondled is a sexually arousing experience, because I think the people that are doing that know that at the time. I guess Shannon's point is that it might be too nice, and therefore you lose all willpower and control. Even Jesus was tempted. Hebrews, for we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way just as we are, yet one without sin. Let us then approach the throne of grace with confidence so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. So even Jesus was tempted, but he was so nice and cool that he never did nothing.
Well, sure, he was tempted in every way except sexually, because he was Jesus. Oh, they were washing his feet with their tears and drying his feet with their hair, and I think that they would have pretty much done anything for Jesus. And I'm sure that some of them may have had the thought, it'd be really great just to have 10 minutes alone with him, because he's just such a wonderful guy.
I think we're starting to dip into the realm of fantasy, Shannon. We're getting into Bible fanfiction territory. Jesus X Reader. I wonder. Oh, you know that's got to be a thing. Shannon wouldn't like this, but Jesus Christ, brackets, Christianity, /reader, had the bad idea of Jesus nailing you, but literally, then got distracted and wanted to write gore. This was not reread out of shame, so there's probably mistakes. Okay, there's a Jesus Christ /reader tag in this Waluigi X Reader fanfiction. This is Jesus Christ /reader and the Lorax /the Onceler. Cursed character AI chats with Jesus made into a fanfiction. Jesus is the most popular guy in school and you have a crush on him. Jesus and your name have a toe fetish. Take off your shoes and socks for me, baby boy. Oh my god, this must be what Shannon read. What if Shannon wrote it? Shannon Eldritch has been writing Jesus X Reader foot fetish fanfiction. And that's why. No beta, we die like Jesus. Okay. Maybe that's a Patreon video. If you're one of the 3 people out there that wants some Jesus Christ X Reader fanfiction reading times, let me know. Thanks. This is so cursed.
My husband does not meet my emotional needs. I'm gonna go out and find somebody that I think is all that in a bag of chips. Well, duh.
I love that saying. It's completely irrelevant, but somebody who is all that in a bag of chips. Like, they're not just all that, but they're also a bag of crisps. Wow. That must come from somewhere. I don't know. No, but sure, if your partner doesn't meet your emotional needs, you shouldn't go out hunting for somebody else to fulfill that. You should, like, talk to them about it. That's fine.
Well, hello. Warning. Warning. No. I'm not playing that game. Homie, don't play that. Whoa, man.
Has anybody remixed this? Because if not, God, this is a beautiful fucking opportunity. Homie, don't play that. Shannon. Oh, this one's actually a nice myth. Myth number 4. I need to have a boyfriend to feel as if I am somebody. Having a boyfriend will solve all my problems. That's such a... No. Girl? Homie? You don't know. That's not... You don't need to be with someone to feel important and valued, and having a magical someone won't necessarily solve all your problems. So that's, yeah, I like that. I vibe with that.
Oh, you complete me. That's a bunch of malarkey. That makes me want to just gag kind of thing.
That was really something. Shannon is real special. Shannon's a special bean. I find things like this so frustrating because, like, they clearly genuinely care. As she said earlier, she's dedicated her whole life and her ministry to teaching about not just abstinence, but also fulfillment within marriage and fulfillment sexually for women. So she clearly does care. And some of the things she says, I'm like, right on, I agree with that. That's a really important point. Like, you know, you don't need somebody else to complete you, and thinking that that's kind of, you know, gross. Like, it should be a partnership where you lift each other up, but you know that you survive on your own. Like, you're your own amazing person. Oh God, it's getting hot. But if I open the window, what's going to happen to me? If a fleck of pollen gets in here, I might die. The fuck was I saying? Yeah, some of the education is like actually nice, helpful things sprinkled in with just like, if someone can see a bit of your bra, then that's the end of your abstinence and will ruin your future as a married, you know, like what? I don't even know what the implications are supposed to be, that someone will be so aroused that they'll start fondling your breasts and then you won't be able to help but have sex with them. You know what I'm like? This is ludicrousness, and I hate this, like, purity culture. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be abstinent and save yourself for marriage if that's what you want. Personally, I think it's a great idea to wait until you're, like, contractually locked together to learn what you like, but it works for some people. Some people love it and it's fine. So that's, you know, go for it. But having it as like, your options are, I mean, this is clear in the joke she made, right? Your options are abstinence or AIDS, sin, death. You know, like, fucking, it's really fucking bizarre. There's an essence of, like, sensible ethics in there that makes me think that given a different upbringing, given different teachings, this person would have good things to teach, because she does have some good things to teach about relationships and intimacy and stuff. But it's buried in this, like, ridiculous and just harmful, but to the extent of it just being silly level of purity culture where you can't, like, wear certain things or, you know, whatever. Yeah, and obviously the Jesus foot fetish thing is, there's not really much else to say about that. I liked that. I like Shannon. Do you know what? I liked Shannon. Obviously, I don't like most of the things she said, but she's funny to watch is what I mean. I'm really like, I'm struggling, dude. If you would like to see a video about her book on the fantasy fallacy with like the evils of gay and lesbian attraction and BDSM and pornography and polygamy, then let me know, because I think that could be really funny. I think that could be a real vibe. If you enjoy what I do here and you want to support what I do and help me pay for hay fever medicine, you can become a channel member. You get comment priority and some goofy little emotes. The best way to support this channel is via the Patreon. With that, I must give a big old thank you and a shout out to my giant chickens and colossal quackers over on Patreon. Especially Conla. God damn it, Conla. God fucking damn it. Most importantly, have yourselves a very lovely week. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just spend the day blowing my nose, drown myself in lemon and ginger tea. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to try and do something. And I will see you really soon.